Because, like, to me, evolution is just an even higher affirmation. That's what it is. It's even a greater affirmation of creationism. It's like, yeah, not only were you created, but when you look into it, we were created in by ways that just baffle all complexity. The more you look at it, like people try to say that they, this makes sense. Look, genes, this makes sense. That's what we are. We're little codes of energy and proteins that are coded together that instruct. Who thinks that's a simple explanation? It's like, it's the most baffling thing. Even the closer you look at life, the more baffled you become. And no scientist or doctor can free themselves through analysis of that fundamental, that basic distance, that irreproachable distance from the baffling mystery of life. That it's like, no matter how close you look at science and how many data points you take, we're ultimately distanced, truly distanced from, we can know a lot. The human brain can know a lot, right? But it's because we're divine. Essentially, life is divine. The milieu of life is divine. Everything that pertains to life is divine. All evolution is divine. All of history is divine. It's like and then when you look at science, there's no science or doctor can even explain the mystery of how food becomes life. And no biologist can explain how stone, they can explain things, but their explanations never breach the abyss of separation. They never do. They just sort of come to construct little toothpicks here and there, and then you're left feeling like, wow, there's even more that we don't know. So how does stone become a plant, right? How do the roots turn into life? The clay. How do the roots turn clay into life? That's the big question. Through water and through sunlight? Interacting. Nobody knows. And nobody knows how food is imbibed. It's an absolute baffling mystery. You don't know. You can, the closest you get is in, it's in Vedanta. Vedanta gets quite close in the articulation of some of these things, in that it respects its distance. That's the thing. It's been able to come closer because it respects the irreproachable distance of the explanations of life and light and love. And so even the closer you look at genes, you think, genes, that explains it. Are you joking? You have no even clue what the hell a gene is. And even how are proteins made? It's like, well, it comes down to the basis of life. Nobody even knows how life is made, how a root turns clay into life. Nobody knows. And how your body can turn an almond into living flesh. Nobody knows. And living thought at that. Nobody knows. And so creation and these truths are cohabitable. We can entertain them at the same time. They don't contradict each other. That's the point. And so to come back full circle, I do have deep talks out there.